Well, hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I'm Kaya. I'm going to be doing a general reading for your sign for Mercury entering Cancer, which it will do May 28th, which for me is today, but I don't know when you'll be able to see it. So Mercury is the planet that kind of rules over your mind, your intellect, basically how you receive information, process information, and then express that information out to the world. Cancer is the sign of intuition, emotional intelligence, understanding how to express emotions in a very healthy way, or at least in a very honest, truthful way. So when Mercury enters Cancer, I think we can all agree that we're all hoping for a little bit more intuitive intelligence, tapping into those feelings a little bit better, easily expressing our emotions for other people or our own emotions about whatever the hell is going on with us. So that's kind of the general energy, I think, that happens typically around that. And I pulled an oracle card for you guys. Overall messages for the reading. Hermit reversed. It's your card, Virgo. Bada bing, bada boom. Considering that this is Mercury in Cancer time, this tells me that you are going to have a super strong inner guide these next few weeks or even months. You're going to be feeling really in tune with your intuition and your emotions, and it's going to make it really smooth and easy for you to kind of process and express yourself. And I think that's a beautiful thing. You're going to be able to learn a lot about yourself in the next few months. So wonderful, right? We love to hear that. So now let's get right into the reading. So firstly, as always, we're going to cleanse the cards of their previous energies. And we're going to make it all about our little Virgo here. Okay, get all that energy out. Blank slate. Fabulous. All right, Virg. What do we got going on? Seeing a strong sense of intuition. Your inner guide being really with it. You're really with it, I think. I think you and yourself right now start to feel like a team. You know, you can really trust your inner guidance right now. Your inner wisdom is really at an all-time high. And I love that. I think you're thinking the right things for yourself. You're wanting the right things for yourself. Your mind, your heart, your soul, it's all telling you that it's kind of the same thing. There's like one cohesive storyline. You know, nobody's at odds really inside of you. So, Seven of Swords reversed, the Empress, the Star reversed, and the Seven of Cups. You know what? I'm going to pick one more. Hierophant. Great. Oh, I love some major arcana. Honey, can I tell you? All right. You are feeling so deep within yourself, man. I feel like there could have been some time in the past. You're just, whatever betrayal I feel like I was kind of talking about maybe in your last reading where you were really getting over something that wronged you and hurt you. I think it had a lot to do with a past relationship, or the relationship that you were in that also ended with the Hierophant, I do believe, your last reading. This is a different journey though. So whatever issues you were facing before, you're over it and you're moving on. And it's really cool because you aren't just putting it past you. You're not just putting it away and just moving on. You're taking with it what you need to help you and to learn more. And you're really like taking it all in. You're really bringing it into your like deep unconscious. You're but not in a bad way, you know. It's not like toxic fleas. You're taking it to give you the full story of everything, and you want a real holistic approach to things. And so you getting over whatever it was that was ailing you last time, really truly moving on, is making you come into the fucking Empress energy. I mean, this is like feeling yourself. You don't have to be a chick, obviously not. I just read energies, not genders. But this is the card of just feeling yourself, of just creativity and feeling so free and open and happy and lovely and luxurious and comfortable, and, you know, planting seeds and growing new things. It's all about birth. It's possible some of you get pregnant, so watch it if you don't want to. But you know, this is like a really beautiful coming into your own card. I think that has everything to do with your higher understanding and your wisdom that you're really able to feel, and your inner guide is like telling you that you're doing all the right things, and it's really incredibly beautiful. And you know, it's almost like the wish card reversed is always like, you know, wishes unfulfilled is sometimes how it's read. But I'm seeing it more in the context here that it's more like you don't feel that you have any wishes that are unfulfilled right now. You don't, because you also have learned that you can just, if there's something that you want that you don't have, bitch, just go get it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have anything that you're wanting for. You feel really self-satisfied, satisfied with your situations. You're really listening to your inner self, and it's really giving you everything that you need, and you're just not wanting for anything. And I think that there are a lot of options here for you to do all these different things, and you could make some choices that aren't for the best, but I really don't think you're going to do that. I really don't think so. I don't think this is a fantasy land. I think you're creating your own fantasy land in terms of like, you want some beautiful life that some people only dream of, and you're like, what? Why can't that just be an actual reality? Why does it have to be a dream? So you're not even looking at it like it's a fantasy. You're looking at it like, no, that's my future. I'm gonna go get it. And you're making it fucking happen. And you're making the right choices. You have a lot of options, but you're choosing correctly, I think, is what's going on, because you're super listening to your emotional intelligence and your intuition. You're just listening to all of it. And it's just leading you back to that same, like, what was it we were talking about, like marriage, like you want to get married or something. This is like feeling so married to yourself. You know, you're just so good to go, and you feel like your life has structure now and meaning to it, and you're just feeling all in all kind of like, I just feel this sense of like, you know, there's like freedom in discipline, I think is the saying. And you would always think, you know, if you asked a child or a person in their early 20s, they're like, discipline? Discipline is like the most stifling thing. But you've learned with discipline comes all the freedom, because that's what allows you to live this fantasy world or this dream life and bring it into reality. And I just think you're feeling yourself. I really do. I'm seeing some really nice energy here. And now I can't wait to clarify. I want to get into it. I want to get right into it. All right, Virgo, so we've kind of moved past the Seven of Swords, right? It's reversed, so it's in the past. It's moving on. You've kind of gotten over whatever betrayals and hurts, but you didn't forget. You forgave, forgiven but not forgotten, right? You don't need to forget, because you're taking all the positives about the betrayal. You're finding the silver linings, and you're making it a part of your life in a very positive way. Good for you, my loves. So let's just get a little clarity here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. We've got the 9 of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I think, you know, back in the day when this shithole situation was happening, you were kind of like, you knew what you wanted. You knew that you wanted a structured home and like happiness and solidity, and you know, you knew that you wanted essentially the Hierophant vibe. You knew that you wanted it. I don't think you were ready for it at the time, right? Because if you were, you would have gone out and actually fucking got it, right? It's not whiskey, it's black tea. Yeah, I think that you really wanted that with this person or whatever situation, this betrayal situation. You were really thinking that that was going to lead you to the long-term legacy, building a life together, hope, you know, having that whole lavish life with someone. You were really thinking that that was the situation that was going to get you there. It just all feels like a non-starter. Like, it doesn't feel like that was the right person. It doesn't feel like it worked out very well. It doesn't feel like you got what you needed emotionally. And these are like, I don't feel any emotion here. I don't feel any connection to spirit, self, or inner guidance or anything. I think you've moved on from this. You've moved on from this feeling of just like disconnection from your full inner guide. You've really like moved past that. And that's what's making you feel so connected to yourself, because you're able to really hear it. You know, it's like it's like the synchronicities are coming back. You know what I mean? The synchronicities are here again, and you're really feeling them, and it makes you feel like you're on, you know, you're in the right place at the right time. And that Empress energy is just the sexiest. Oof, God, I love it. I love it. You're really moving on. You're really getting over it. You're really like taking with you what you learned, because what you really learned is that you really did want something solid. You really did want to build something with someone, and you weren't really ready for it at the time, and now you're getting ready for it just by knowing. Just knowing. It's not even wanting. It's just knowing what you want, what you need, how you feel, and they all have the same answers. It's beautiful. It's like a whole combination. Six of Wands, Strength reversed, King of Cups reversed. I think you got some victory here, obviously, right? We get the Six of Wands. We're all happy and go lucky and wonderful. I wonder sometimes if you go overboard. That's possible. It's possible that maybe you're a little over the top with feeling lavish. It could be that you're spending a little too much. You could be a little bit too indulgent because of this feeling. It's not the end of the world, Virgo. Give yourself a break sometimes. But I can see that kind of like just making you feel a little bit less potent and like ready for the day. If you're, you know, if you're kind of spent, if you've expended some element. It can be money, it can be energy, it can be too much drinking, it can be chain smoking, it can be too much exercise, it can be too much dieting. You know, there's something here where, you know, I love the Empress card, and I think that I also especially love her because of how indulgent she can be. Doesn't that just sound luscious and wonderful? But, you know, I see you kind of overdoing it because you just feel so victorious and so great that you're just like, la la la, and you have this whole like enjoyable time, and then you have to like maybe snap back into reality a little bit, but none of this is a bad thing. Your strength, you're just feeling a little weak. Maybe you need to take a day or a couple days to just recharge. Maybe you do drink too much and you're just hungover. That could be as simple as that, and doesn't, you know, we don't need to look too deeply into it. So yeah, maybe overindulging a little bit in like the feeling of like victory and success. You know, these things are like, they take a little time, and they happen kind of gently and slowly. It's not going to be just like I'm successful now, so we can go party forever. You know, you might expend a little too much energy when you're feeling that way, but that's okay. I don't judge you. Have a good time. You deserve it. Star reversed. So this is where I was feeling less like unfulfilled wishes and more like you don't really need anything. You're not wishing for anything extra or anything more. You're very happy the way things are right now. You're feeling so groovy that you're like, well, why would I wish for anything different? Why would I need anything other than just what I have? I feel so connected to myself, and like, you know, you're really like focusing on being grateful and appreciative of the things that you do have. You're really not focusing on what you're lacking right now. You're really focusing on your abundance, and I really do think that begets more abundance. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful, wonderful thing that's really challenging for a lot of people. And you're in that headspace. The World, the Sun reversed, and the Five of Swords reversed. So I just think great things are happening. You're starting new cycles, healthier cycles. You may have a little indulgence here and there, but as a whole, ultimately, you're taking better care of yourself. You're really listening to your spiritual side. I think you're really respecting and channeling your intuition right now. And it's really paying off, and it's making you feel like your new cycles are really healthy for you, something that you really needed. It's like the dawn of a new day. So you have like this new energy, and it may be that you've never truly felt this level of satisfaction before. And it almost feels like you're getting away with something, because you're like, is this normal? Am I pink clouding? Is there something wrong with me? Because you feel so good, and it feels like the dawn of a new day. It really does. That's what the sun reversed feels like to me. It's like the trickling in of the sunlight in the morning. When you can just tell just by looking at it that it's going to be a gorgeous, full sun day. And you almost feel a little bit like, do I need to apologize for this? Like, isn't there something that I should be focusing on that's wrong? But you don't. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to like think about all the things that you used to worry about and try to force yourself back into that. You're good. Your wishes have been fulfilled. You don't need to ask for anything more. But options will show up for you the more you focus on this abundant energy. The more you're thankful and grateful for what you have, somehow the universe just knows that you get more now. So I see some cool options opening up, and I see you like really making your dreams a reality, or choosing to move towards a dream like that used to feel like it wasn't possible. Could even be that 10 of Pentacles reversed, that like legacy home structure, you know, that could be really something that you've always like really known that you've wanted deep down, is like a family house, safe, we have enough money, everybody's good to go. And it always maybe felt like a fantasy to you, but now you're like, holy shit, that's really possible with the situation that I'm in right now. Or at least you're just like, I can create that situation for myself. I feel ready for it. So I see you feeling ready to make dreams a reality here with this 7 of Cups. That's what I'm viewing. 5 of Pentacles, the Magician reversed, Temperance reversed. I mean, I feel more like these are some fears here than anything else. Because, you know, like I said, with the card, with this card, there's so many different options, and some of them are great and some of them are terrible. That's what I was saying before. And some of them are gonna put you into less of a money situation. Uh-oh, you maybe overspent, or you like just had to put money down on something that's like kind of a big deal, and you're like, fuck, my savings are totally depleted. Or you're doing something that's like, you know, making you feel like you can't manifest things anymore, even though you're in like a super manifesting period right now. And so these are the options to ignore. That's what I'm getting. You don't want to imbalance your life. You want to take all the information that you have, all these good feelings that you're feeling, and you want to use that intuition, that super on point intuition, to look at the options laid out in front of you and follow your dreams and ignore the other ones. You don't want to feel imbalanced. You don't want to feel powerless to manifest the things that you want, and you don't want to feel poverty anymore. You're done feeling these ways. That's what you put out the door with the 7 of Swords reversed there in the beginning. You put that out of your mind. They are still options. You can always go back to this if you're not careful, I guess, but that's not the word. It's not if you're not careful. It's if you're not listening, because your intuition is so on point right now. Just hear it out. Listen to what it has to say. It will not steer you wrong, because if you stop listening to your intuition, it could lead you into these imbalancing energies, and you don't want that. You know, like you could make a choice here that leads you to some negativity that you've already experienced and you don't want to return to. So you want to make sure that you don't get yourself back to these feelings. You want to make sure you make the right choice, and the only way to do that, to make your dreams come true, is to follow that intuition. Because then what comes with that, once you follow your intuition all the way to the bank, almost sometimes literally, you get this Hierophant, which is like the ability to really structure your life the way you wanted it. 10 of Pentacles reversed. You wanted a structured home, structured finances. You want things to be not necessarily predictable, but predictable enough, you know, like where you know what to expect on a daily basis. You've got your routines set in because you have a good situation going on. You're feeling supported. The money's there. You know, everything's good. And I think that you're kind of, ultimately, you're there right now. And maybe that's why in the last video you wanted to get married to this new person, because that's how they make you feel, is totally secure and solid. And so let's get some clarifiers for this Hierophant, because we love this. I love the Hierophant card. Wheel of Fortune reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, baby. Fabulous card to end on. Don't you just love that shit? You're breaking the wheel. You're breaking the cycle. Definitely breaking a cycle here. Or you've broken the cycle and you're onto a new one, which is listening to your intuition, essentially. You're done kind of living life scared. Scared of money, missing opportunities because you're not following your intuition. You're kind of sick of that, right? You're sick of it. And so you realize that in order to move past these energies, structuring is really super important for you. You want this structure. You want your routines to be good. You want your routines to be on point. You want to have the household that's got, you know, pretty specific routine because you want success in all ways. You want to make these dreams reality, and you don't want to think of it like it's wishing, because you don't want for anything right now. You're just gonna move towards your dreams, and your dreams are no longer gonna involve, you know, the like lack of money or the lack of healthy habits or anything like that. You're kind of like, you're moving on past that into this beautiful 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, baby. That's complete and total emotional fulfillment with a family, within the family system and structure, and everyone and everything. The entire world all comes together to rejoice because of you. Not really, but you know what I mean. You're gonna follow your intuition all the way to that 10 of Cups. That's what you're gonna do. You're following it all the way home, baby, literally. You want to build that happy life? You're on that fucking path. Break those shitty cycles. Break that fear of money or that inability to handle money. You know, that's all you got to do. You just got to keep going on the path you're going, because I don't think you need any advice other than just to not back away from your intuition. That's it. And I think your intuition is already telling you that that's true. So again, I don't know that you need the advice specifically, really. So let's get some outcome cards, sum it up a little bit, put a bow on it. For Virgo, for Mercury entering Cancer, it's all looking real good for them. Hello. So, you know, we want to sum it up, or maybe if there's some messages that we missed or didn't get to. What do we have to say for the Virgs? 4 of Swords. King of Swords reversed, and the 8 of Cups. This isn't yours. I don't think this is yours. No, this happened to me before too. Sometimes I like feel like it ends on such a good note, or like on a wrapped up note that already like has kind of the story laid into it, and then if I go to pull outcome cards, it doesn't feel like it belongs to you. This doesn't feel like it belongs to you. So I'm not going to read it. Those aren't for you. You're ending with the Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. That's yours. I want you to focus on this Hermit. I love it. I love the Hermit when he's reversed, because it feels like even deeper emotional intuition and inner guide being super strong, even deeper and deeper and deeper. I think you have a lot of awesome energy here and really good opportunities. Just follow that intuition, Virgo. That's all you have to do. Isn't that so easy and fabulous? I love it. So thank you so much for watching. If you've watched all the way through, that means that I totally nailed it, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I do personal readings. The link to my Etsy page is in the description box below, as is the schedule for all upcoming videos for everybody. And yeah, like, subscribe, share, and comment if you like this, because it just, you know, makes it possible for me to keep doing it. So that would be very helpful. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you next one. Thank you so much, Virgo.